Today I have for you the fastest TTK, Kilo 141 in Black Ops 6. We also got that no recoil. So I might have already given this build to the channel just because it is a pretty common one, but this is the all-time best Kilo. You don't really want to rock any other Kilo. We are using a brand new fun sight that you definitely got to start using. This is going to be the Dop Reichs, the David Dobrik people call it. This sight, it's the MF Reflex. This is a super underrated sight that's been in the game, I believe, since day one. And I don't know how I didn't notice it until like a week or two ago. Like, it is a very clean, sight that mixes it up. And sometimes that reflex sight that we typically always use, you'll see like a front iron sight on the gun, but this one always removes it. And so you basically have a very clean precision sight, allowing you to easily rip those enemies off the head glitches. So I highly recommend you guys to use this optic. Now, another secondary that I recommend you guys to reuse is going to be the RECOIL with the weighted stock, and then you want to pair that up with the rapid fire, the extendo, the reinforced with that compensator. Very unique skin. I mean, not skin, sorry, I cannot speak. Very unique class, but it's very underrated. You win basically every gunfight with it, and you just don't miss a bullet. And it works very well in Warzone and in multiplayer, and this Kilo is also going to work very well in both modes. So this gun does have a little bit of recoil to where you are going to miss some shots here and there, and so I do recommend the compensator. You can definitely get away with the suppressor. It's just the compensator is going to make you extra consistent. If you are playing Warzone, then you do want to use the monolithic, but in multiplayer and in today's gameplays, we are going to be using the compensator, and we get about a 38% increase for that recoil gun kick and that vertical recoil control. And I cannot wait for them to fix this bug. Like, that bug is pissing me off, and I feel like they're never going to fix it, bro. I just keep seeing random names there. And so just in general, this is going to make it feel like it's killing a whole lot faster. Another thing that's going to help out with that TTK is by adding the long barrel. It's going to increase that damage range, bringing it up from about 26 all the way up to 38 meters. So if you're playing multiplayer, you definitely need the long barrel. This is an absolute must. Warzone, you do want to use probably the reinforced barrel because you need to have a lot of bow velocity, and bow velocity is actually more important than your effective damage range. But in today's gameplays, we got the long barrel. You want to use the long barrel with the compensator. You're not going to miss any shots. It's not going to take too many shots to kill. It still has a slower TTK to where this weapon isn't that popular without the rapid fire. Again, in Warzone, you want to use the overpressure. You kind of use the same things in Warzone, but in multiplayer, definitely mix it up. And I really recommend the rapid fire. Yes, it absolutely, murders the gun. It lowers that recoil control, the bow velocity, your damage range. And we just got a lot of our bow velocity and damage range, but we look at the bow velocity, it's 790. You should be fine with at least 750. And so the biggest loss right here is going to be our effective damage range, but the RPM going up by 10% is going to basically, like, those pros are outweighing the cons, and there is no recoil in the gun. Yes, we're losing the recoil control, but remember, we got that compensator on there for a reason. Do you want everything in Call of Duty without having to play the game? Then you should check out my long-term sponsor, Guapsi. Guapsi is a team of real players that will load onto your account to legitimately grind anything that you wish. And this goes for all the recent Call of Duties and many other games. They will even get you iridescent so you can flex all the cool rewards. Seriously, there's no risk involved because they don't use an unlocked tool. They legitimately play in your account, and I've been with them for a long time and haven't seen a single negative review. And so if you want to save your time and energy, check out guapsi.com. For the next attachment, we are going to be going over to the rear grip, and we are going to be adding the ergonomic grip. The ADS speed is already pretty good. Typically, I would just slap on the quick draw grip on every AR because it makes it a little bit easier to like center and lock onto other targets, and it does make it so it feels like your true sprint to fire speed is faster. It's just you can play aggressive with this weapon, and that slide to fire delay is super annoying. I kind of wish they would just remove it so we could get some more unique attachments in here, but I guess that's just one way they wanted to balance the game. So with the ergonomic grip though, we also do get a little bit of our ADS speed, so it's kind of, we get a good balance in here. The biggest downside of the 5 attachment version is that we just don't have that much ammo. We're only going to have about 30 bullets. And so that's why I recommend, probably the gunfighter whenever you do rock the rapid fire, because we do need all of these attachments in here. And you could even just take off the rapid fire and go over here and add the extended mag. And so this is like another pretty popular build. I don't like the TTK, and I really just don't like it whatsoever, to where I really recommend, to use the rapid fire. Warzone, you want to use basically this. I don't mean to get off topic, but that's right there, the meta Warzone build. So now to go back on the topic, we are going to be going over the gunfighter build. We got the rapid fire with the extended mag. Going to be using the vertical foregrip. Since we are losing a lot of that recoil control, this is going to help out a decent amount. And so now we're going to have no recoil at any range, and then we can have the mobility with the ergonomic, and then we have that pretty clean sight. And this is, I still like the AMAX a little bit more, but I was spawn trapping these guys in the gameplay so badly, and I crazy nuke on them, and they were just like bamboozled. What happened? My teammates couldn't handle it. They were freaking out. It was a pretty good one. And for the last attachment, we are going to go to the stock, and we are going to add the infiltrator stock. This is one reason why it was so easy for me to get the nuke, is I was just behind cover, just like strafing around, just going in circles, and it just makes it so unbelievably easy to stay on target. And we have rapid fire on this thing, like pretty OP weapon in my opinion. Without the rapid fire, not that OP. So right there, it's going to be my all-time favorite one. Sometimes I will take off the muzzle, add the suppressor on there. Hopefully this wasn't too confusing. I tried to help out the Warzone people, the 5 attach it, the 8 attach it, you know, everybody. No, I forgot to take the skin off, bro. Every single day I always forget this skin. No, whoa. No, you gotta calm down, buddy. You're no, absolutely not. I got the rapid fire kilo. Nobody outgunning me. Absolutely not. I'm actually glad that we can use rapid fire on like every gun in this game. That's like one thing that we didn't have in the last Call of Duty, is like there's no ways to increase the fire rate. So if we could have like more ways to turn SMGs into ARs and then be able to use rapid fire, I think that would be sick. And no, guys, we cannot be NPCs. Okay, it feels like we're on a pretty high ping. He's going to be challenging us pretty soon. So I'm just going to lay in a weird spot. Wait a minute. Whoa. You guys. No. Okay, so they're challenging, but they're not. Like, they are a little bit more strategic. Just a wee bit more strategic. Okay. I don't really know how to stop with the smokes. I think it's my teammates doing those or something. Yeah, see, bro, he's waiting. Guys, can we chill with the smokes? That's what I'm saying, boys. You just gotta stay focused. And you're chilling. Just stay focused and you can get these nukes. Dude, it's them. They are using the smokes. Guys, stop! But we gotta ban the smokes. We all gotta sign the form. Ban the smokes. I can't snake either. I forgot to snake. Okay, now we got the harp. I don't give a shit if you guys use smokes. I got my harp. I'm gonna be shooting right through everything. There's no way we're gonna be using smokes the whole game, right?
There's an enemy shooter. Hey, incoming lethal. Are you on shrooms?
I wish I was on shrooms. Bro, if I nuke him, oh, I'm gonna laugh so hard. Yeah, Miles, you're nothing, dude. What do you think these smokes are gonna do? You think I'm not gonna get the nuke because there's smokes, because I just can't see what I'm shooting at, because I can't see what I'm looking at? You guys are just gonna sit in the spawn? You think I'm gonna push up? You want me to scam? You really think that I'm gonna scam this nuke? Bro, now they're doing the AFK strat. Nah, these guys are true menaces. See, he's in that corner, bro. He's waiting for us to run into the house. And he doesn't have any more smoke, so he doesn't know what to do.
Ow, are you trying to shoot me? Have you guys tried talking it out?
You guys tried fucking moving?
Maybe. The higher I get, the better I shoot.
Nope. That was the guy that got through. Yeah, you guys are fucking horrible at the game. You guys are absolutely horrible. That's what happens when you guys don't move. Now I can just trash talk him. Now actually I'm gonna feel so good. Like, that genuinely makes my day. Like, fuck the 101 kill gameplay or anything like that. Now if I can nuke some players who are just smoking every single time I spawn. Suck a dick by the garden. Oh, I can't move, bro. I feel sometimes like stuck in mud. I don't know why, but like, bro. Yeah, I'm just literally gonna spawn trap you guys the entire game. Okay, guys, calm down. No, dude, we had it. Yeah, you're shooting bodies. Well, bitch, I got a nuke. Yeah, and then look, boom, you are dead. You're dead. You guys are horrible.
Can we take a break? When do we get on?
I don't even gotta say anything.
I'm here to answer the calls of duty.
What the fuck?
Look out, I am
No, is that because my teammates? Yeah, he spawned in the middle, bro. I didn't see him. I'm so tempted just to call it in right now. I have to wait, but I'm so tempted just to do it. I want to see if I can get them into one more spawn trap or maybe get like a faster nuke.
warfare.
Bro, the kilo, the rapid fire kilo.
Hostile sighted.
Bro, it's just disgusting. No! Oh, that was a sick kill chain, but yo, we picked up the other gun, and I think I missed one bullet. Like there was just a little bit more recoil that I thought, and then I just missed. That's what happens when we use smokes. That's what happens. This is what happens.
I am not made for this. I do
Bro, if you get trophies too,
Hey, actually, do you guys know about some war machine going live?
and then you just basically gotta swap corners constantly. You can pick up their guns. You're all good to go. They probably think I'm cheating. Oh, with those snaps, maybe I wouldn't be surprised. But yo, we got the harp. It doesn't matter though. We gotta call on this nuke. Okay, let's just call it in. Boom. That was a good one. That was actually, it turned out from like a pretty mediocre game into like a way better one. Yeah, you guys using a bunch of smokes and you still get nuked. Imagine that. And then you get hip fire right there, bro. It's the 2C. Let's see if my mic's working. I hope it is. Bro, those guys were just using smokes on smokes on smokes, and I had to lock in to show them.
What the fuck? How the fuck do you do that?
Bro, those guys are horrible, bro. They're just sitting in spawn using smokes, and they still got nuked. How adorable is that? CBS on YouTube. WCBS on Twitch.
Great, dude.
You can be my 5th follower infested.